All right, so this is, I think I can probably up the music a little bit. Give me a second. There we go. So this is Initial D, Another Stage. It's a Game Boy Advance game about Initial D. So I think this came out maybe around the end of... I'm sorry, the storyline I think only covers like first stage or something like that. It's also a Japan-only release. So we can go ahead and start a new game. I know very little Japanese, so I'm not actually going to be able to tell you much of what's going on as I play this. I do know that there are some people that are trying to make an English patch on this, so that'd be interesting to play when it gets released. So I think here he's saying something about he's a third-year high school student, which is equivalent to a senior, and this coming spring something is happening, and every day something. That's about all I can make out from that kanji, which, by the way, also does not look super great with how the text is done. And I guess he's like doing nothing every day or something. Nope. Sorry. My Japanese is not that good. At that time, something, and then his parents bought him a car. Yep, I don't know. Something about steering and words that he couldn't do. I think is that kotoba? I'm not too sure. But from that day forward, every day he would race his car. And something, what? 車を俺に忘れかけていた何かを思い出させた。Something about, to him, that car was something unforgettable, or did something, made memories for him that were unforgettable, something like that, right? He says something about doing some part-time work. Arbeit. Something about the gasoline stand. He found work at a gasoline stand. Today is his first day at that job. or something like that. This is, I think that's Tencho, which is like boss. And he leads with "so anyway." I guess. Like, he's already explained a bunch of stuff. And so anyway, from here on in, this is where you'll work. And he's like, sorry, what was your name again? Alright, we're gonna be Bam. Ooh. Musical note? Yeah, Bamboo musical note. Is that too weird? We'll just keep Bamboo. Bamboo desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. I'm Bamboo. And whatever the English equivalent is for Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Please take care of me. Oh, is that so? Bamboo-kun da na. Minna something yoku shite yatte kure. Something about everybody. He says he's Iketani and Yoroshiku, so nice to meet you. And he says I think that's Takeuchi Itsuki. I'm called, is what he'd say. Me, I'm called Itsuki Takeuchi. Nice to meet you. And there's one more person. I think this is Fujiwara. And then a bunch of stuff I can't really read. When he returns, I'll introduce you. I think that's what that is. Well, if you have something you don't understand, you can ask these two anything. Alright, well, do your best. Yes. Although I guess in this context it'd be like, got it. Anyway, Bamboo-kun. How old are you? Hoshikutsu nano? I'm 18. I'm the same year as he is. I think that is Menkyo, so the driver's license. No, do you have a driver's license? Yes. Konomai recently. Yeah. I want to say like that's normal. Utsu Menkyo or something. Torimashita. I got one. I got a normal driver's license. So it's not, I guess, some kind of provisional one. 俺、車も買ったんで、バイトしないときついんですよ。I bought a car, so if I don't work, it's kind of rough. Itsuki says, eh? What? What kind of car did you buy? And here, we get to choose what car we bought. So, if any of you are a fan of Initial D, Uh, you know all these cars, right? Like the Hachiroku here, the AE86, which is Takumi's car. The S13, which is driven by Iketani Senpai. For those not in the know, the Hachiroku, the Toyota Corolla, is not very powerful at all. It's a lightweight car, but its engine is also pretty weak. Which makes it so astonishing in the anime when this nobody continues to win matches using it. The S13, this has a turbo in it. I think when it came to the States, though, they took out the turbo engine. I think it was a 2-liter, and then they put in a 2.4 liter, but took out the turbo, something like that. Got an R32 here. It's a very strong car, fast, lots of muscle, heavy though, and it's 4-wheel drive, so it's not quite suited to drifting, more like grip driving. Is that entirely true? I mean, you can still drift it, but it's difficult, right? Lancer Evolution, Evo 3. The ARC-7 FD3S, which is a very, very sporty car. It has I think it's called a Wankel engine, or a rotary engine, so it doesn't have, instead of discrete chambers that the gas and air mixture is injected to and then exploded, it's put into, gosh, I don't know how to describe this, but there's like a triangle that like rotates around, and that's how it combusts. And the FC Sun S is the older version, RX-7. So you know that if you watch the anime or read the manga, you know that this is driven by the Takahashi brothers, who are supposed to be like super skilled. This is a SIL 80, so it's like a 180SX / Sylvia. Like the front end is a Sylvia, doesn't have the pop-up lights, but the back end is like a 180SX. This is driven by the 2 girl drivers. And we have a Civic here, EG6. This is driven by Shingo, I think. Front wheel drive, so it drives differently from the other cars as well. So I don't know what we should go with. We could go with something that's like kind of strong right in the beginning. Or we could go with something underdoggy. You know, pretend like we're Takumi, even though Takumi does exist in this game. Yeah, I mean, why not, right? I'm probably gonna lose a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna lose a lot. Oh, also, this doesn't play like the previous game that I was playing, where you're actually driving around. It's more of an RPG. Which is what makes this game like really interesting to me. Alright, so color schemes. We can go with the normal panda look. The red. This weird gray one. I think I don't want to cop Takumi exactly, right? Be the exact same. That's kind of weird. So let's go with a gray, silver color. So I tell him it's a Hachiroku no Toreno. It's a Corolla Trueno. So Itsuki says, that's the same as the guy who's not here. And so Itsuki, oh sorry, Ikitani senpai comes in. He says, "Oh yeah, you don't know the guy, Fujiwa Takumi, Saki Tencho ga itteta." The guy boss was talking about earlier. Right now he's out. Itsuki says, "Oretachi Speedstars." So us Speedstars are something about being on Akina, downhill. I guess about Takumi specifically being a downhiller. And Ikitani senpai here is saying, "Bamboo, tonight, why don't you come to Akina?" And I say, "Huh? Why?" And Ikitani says, "Why?" And Itsuki says, "You have a car, don't you?" "だったら峠のコーナーとかかっこよく攻めてみたいと思わねえか?" You have a car, don't you? So, don't you want to attack the mountain pass corners in a cool way? Wow, that's a weird stiff translation for you. Apologies. And I say, I think so, but I still have the, like, beginner's mark on his car. If you've ever seen those, like, looks like, sort of like a leaf slash arrow, or half green, half yellow, that's a beginner mark. And he says, it's okay, don't worry about it. And that, Ikitani senpai is a leader of the Speedstars team. And something about if you don't have confidence or something, that he'll teach us driving techniques, Dora Teku. Isn't that right, Ikitani senpai? Haha. If Itsuki's the one teaching you, then I'm worried. Speedstars. They sound like they're kind of fast. So he says, "Why don't you come? It's like super fun." And I say, "Ah, I see. Yeah, I guess it sounds kind of interesting. Understood. Alright, I'll go." Ikitani says, "Alright, at 9, we're gonna go to Akina's something. I guess atop the mountain or something." And he'll introduce us to somebody or something. I say, "Yep. Please and thanks." So how do you translate that? I don't know. Itsuki wants it to hurry up and become night, and I say, is racing the mountain pass is really that fun? And Itsuki says, "Of course it's fun. Attacking the corners, that feeling." really wants to go to those corners. Sorry, really wants to go to the toll gate, I think. So I can ask either about Itsuki or about the stand. Like the gas stand. I don't think our choice matters here. And I ask if Itsuki has been working here long. And he says, yeah, it's been pretty long. I ask him, is the work tough? He says, tough? Well, I like cars, so it's okay. You like cars too, don't ya? Yeah, I like them. Then working here is fun. And I guess everybody who's here likes cars. For now, something about cars to me. I don't know what that kanji is. I guess he says he's gonna teach us about cars or something. Understood. Anyway, Ikitani senpai. Anyway, hey Ikitani. I can ask either about Ikitani, or I can ask about the Speedstars. So I ask about the Speedstars, and I say, Senpai no team tte donna team nan desu ka? Senpais. I don't know if you understand what senpai is. It's like a higher ranked person than you. So like your senior, and you just call him senpai. So Ikitani senpai's team is what kind of team? He says, what kind of team? Or even if you ask what kind of team it is, well, as I said earlier, it's a racing team for Okina. Whoops, I clicked on that too fast. Something about having a super downhiller. I think that's in regards to Takumi. And he should be returning soon, so I'll meet him. Then we talk to Tencho, the boss, and he says, how was it? Shigoto wa nantoka yatte ikeso. Do you think you can do this work? And he said, yes. He says, それはよかった. That's great. 早く something 出た. Quickly something. Do your best. And say, oh, boss. And they can ask Tencho no koto about the boss, about Ikitani. Sorry, about Itsuki or about Ikitani. So I'll ask about him and hey boss, do you like cars too? Or you like cars too, don't you? Oh yeah, I like cars. Sounds like he also used to attack the corners of Okina. Say, oh, you used to be a racer too, huh? And something about if you're that famous, you must be really fast. It says something about, no, well, truth is, he wasn't that fast. Something about Akina's something most fastest was somebody he knew, what? Something like that. And so I am thinking to myself, like, wow, I wonder how fast he was. Must have been amazing. And Takumi's back. So he's like, hey Takumi, come over here. Takumi was like, oh, what's up, boss? Shokai suru yo. I'm introducing you. We talked about this earlier. From today, Bamboo will be working together with you. I say, I'm Bamboo. Nice to meet you. Says, oh, he's Fujiwara. Nice to meet me. Fujiwara. And Itsuki says, Takumi, Bamboo has a car too. Jibun no nano? Oh, you have your own? Yes. And Itsuki, wow, Itsuki's really puts his nose in the airways business, huh? He says, oh, if he doesn't have work, he said it'd be really tough. He says, and you know, tonight Bamboo is going to Akina to attack the corners, I guess, or attack Akina, like race on it. Or he's asking him to come to Akina? Something. He's asking Takumi here, I think, to show the drifting in the Hachidoku. So he wants him to come to, which he says, sorry, but today his dad has something to do and is using the car. So Itsuki says, darn. He wanted to introduce me, Bamboo, to the team or something. But Takumi won't be there. And Ikitai says, I don't know, something about like, don't really worry about it, fun will come later. And I think to myself, is Takumi's driving technique really that great? And Ikinai says, oh, Okyaku-san, there's a customer, let's go. Irashaimase, welcome. And day turns to night. Gokuro-san, good work today. Yo wa mou agatte iizo. Oh, today's you can go for today. Say hi, otsukaresama deshita. Osake ni shitsu shimasu. Say, yep, good work today. Although, like, that's how you would translate Otsukaresama, I guess, right? Good work today. But telling that your boss is kind of weird in other culture, I guess. And I'll be leaving first. Sake shitsu. And And so Ikitani Senpai is saying, alright then Bamboo, why don't you show up around that time to Akina and iroiro oshiete yaru kana ne. I'll teach you a bunch of different stuff. And say, okay, 9 o'clock, right? Alright, thank you. Alright, so this is our garage screen. We have our Keitai Denwa here. So if we have people's numbers, we can call them up. If we don't have anybody's, we can customize our car if we have parts, which we don't have anything of. This is a list of our different driving techniques. And we can, oops, pardon me, save our mode here. So we can save. I already have some stuff. So let's see what we're, that was just a test. So we can go through different parts. I don't know if we're going to be able to name them all. So this is an engine. We can tell from the picture it's an engine. This is a turbo. That's a muffler. I don't know what the kanji says. I think that's our LSD. These are our brakes. This is a tire. This is suspension. And it says others. So I guess like seat and wheel. Alright, so we go meet Ikitani Senpai. And so here I say, Yosh, alright. Ikitani Senpai ga matteru, sorosoro iku ka. Well, Ikitani Senpai's waiting, so I guess I better get going. And so we come in at the end of the conversation, at the end of the introduction, and Ikitani says, and this guy over here is Kenji. And Kenji says he drives a 180 SX. And I heard you're a something, new driver or something? Or new something? Say, yoroshiku onegaishimasu. And I think he's saying something about I don't have to be so... something. Sonnani something shinakute ii yo. You don't have to be so, and whatever that kanji means. Ikitani is saying that something to the effect of, if I don't know anything, I can ask. And Kenji says to Ikitani that he should check something a little bit. Like my strength, my power. So I guess how skilled I am. And Itsuki comes out and says, yeah. So desu yo, Ikebani Senpai. What is that, like? I don't know what that kanji combination means, but it's like true power or something? No nai yatsu o speed stars and ireru wake nai. Ireru wake ni wa nai. Kanai desu yo. So I guess he's saying they can't let in somebody who doesn't have any skill or something. Or no power. Can't read what any of this says. Share ni naranai shi. Anyway, just try running with him. And I say, okay, sure. Use Zazaritsuki. Do the countdown. So, can I pause here? I can't. Okay. So Ikitani Senpai is going to let me go first, is what he's saying. Like, he's going to follow from behind. But I guess if I'm too slow, he's just going to overtake me. And from here on in, the text is going to be so fast I can't read all of it to you. So we can press select to look at the map, so we can see what kind of turns are coming up. But the game also tells you what turn is next. There's some where some turns will happen back to back, and in those cases it's good to have course knowledge about what's happening, but also I usually don't pay too much attention, or I don't memorize what's happening next. But so from here it looks like a moderately gentle turn to a moderately gentle turn to a hairpin in this section. So first corner's coming up, what do we want to do? You can move left and right to position yourself on the road. It's asking us how we want to brake. I think here we'll do just some light braking. And so yeah, it says we have control of our machine, and how are we entering the corner? And we're just gonna go with the out and out style, lining up the. So we roll the line. Ikitani said he's getting fired up. Okay, we can check the map again. Okay, same thing. So it's a right corner. So position ourselves this way. And what kind of braking do we want to do? I think we can get away with some light braking. Got control of our machine, so we can go out and out style racing, if you know about that. So it has like these little clips sometimes that show you how close you get to the guardrail and stuff. It's pretty fun. So it's all about making like decisions on like how to approach a corner and what techniques to use. So here we're coming up to a hairpin. So we want to be on the outside, and the braking is early braking, sudden braking, or regular braking. We'll brake regularly. So we got control of our car, and we can also use out and out here. Roll the line, put the right line, and we exited with full throttle. You can see Ikitani is right behind us. We move into the second section. Check out the map, we're coming up to the multiple hairpins. So we got 4 hairpins back to back, and then 2 hairpins later. So you can see that my tires and brakes are getting worn out as the battle goes on, as well as spirit, depending on if you use like techniques. So depending on how you drive, you can run out of tires or brakes, and they become a lot worse by the end of the fight. So coming into the 5 hairpins, brake. I'm just gonna go with early braking, because it's not gonna overtake me on the inside on a hairpin, right? And then I can use stick to the inside, so I roll the line, and I barely have control coming out of it, but by using that technique, I'm already on the side I want to be. Okay, so I'll brake early again. And what kind of line will I take? In Betani Magaru. So stick to the inside while turning. And I go the line, and I just barely have control of my car going out. Do some early braking. And I'm going to stick to the inside. And we roll the line. So this time I'm going to brake normally. And I'm going to do out and out. So I can exit full throttle. Excuse me. So the reason why on this last one I decided to not go with sticking on the inside line is because you're actually exiting pretty slow. Excuse me. The idea is that you're giving up speed for a shorter line, and then it leaves you on the inside. So when we come up to those multiple hairpins, it already sets us up for a better line. You can actually use just regular braking and out and out the whole way, actually, and there's enough time in between to switch sides. But I don't know, I think it's fun to approach it more like, oh, okay, I gotta think about what kind of exit I need here for what kind of line I want to take next. So it says like we're neck and neck. Moving on to the next section. Oh, he's caught up to me. So what will I do? So this is kind of like a active time blocking section. It says, oh, you're pretty good at blocking. So we can see the goal coming up. We have another couple turns. We got a sweeping right. So I'm pretty sure we can just, so what I'm going to do here, instead of just the normal light braking, is I'm going to attempt to just excel off. So it's just like engine braking, like you're just taking your foot off the pedal, off the gas pedal. So here it says that we're over speed. We're going in too fast to the corner. And what do we want to do? So I think what we can do is use more of a late apex turn. And that allows us to turn in late. So even though we're at a higher speed, we can still make the turn. That only works on those sweeping turns. And what kind of brake will we do? Let's do some normal braking. We got control, and we're gonna go with the out and out here. So we'll do the same thing as last time. We'll just let off the accelerator a bit. Over speed, late apex. And we have 1, 2, 3 more turns. Kind of brake, regular braking into out and out. So I didn't go all the way outside, I stayed a little bit in, just a little bit. Oh, here he is complaining about his brakes starting to go. Because I feel like sometimes if you go all the way outside the CPU, your opponents will try and sneak on the inside line. And they can pass you that way. Okay, so we just stick with our out and out strategy. should take our line. And here's a goal. Darn, it's no good. And we crossed the finish line for our point. So here it tells you how often you battled somebody, how often you won against them, and then you get some tuning points for it, and also it just shows like what level you are. The level doesn't matter, I think, as far as I'm aware. I don't think it does, but those tuning points do, because they use it to buy parts for your car. So he says, "Oh, pretty good, huh?" And something about if it's like this, I guess our victory, then he can't really refuse us becoming one of his team members. And he'll give us a sticker, so put some more on our car. And I say, "Oh, Iketai senpai, you drifted, didn't you?" And I don't know what that kanji is, but probably muzukashi? I think that might be difficult. So we're saying, "Oh, Iketai, you drifted, didn't you? Is it difficult?" Something about being fast. You gotta be fast, so it's difficult, or something. And I think he says something about compared to Takumi, he still has a lot to learn. I think that kanji is Rainshu, so he's saying, "Oh, so that's right, Bamboo. You should also practice drifting. I practice drifting." So he said he used a side brake, so e-brake. And it's called side brake drift.ケツを滑らせた車をコントロールできればテクニックの something more something oh no, I gotta brush up on my kanji, guys. Oh my goodness. Something about controlling your butt, the butt of your car sliding. I said, "Yep, I'll try it." So I learned side brake drift. And so I say side, or I think to myself, side brake drift, huh? Toge no hashiru notte. Hashiru? I think that's hashiru. Toge o hashiru notte. Omotteta ijou ni omoshirokata na. So racing in the mountain passes is more interesting than I thought. And I don't know, something about like you get addicted to it or something. Although, hey, let's be honest, if you're racing through the mountains, probably not going to be able to afford all the gas and tires and the wear and tear that it actually costs for you, right, to do this. Anyway, guys, it's pretty late, so I'm going to stop here. I will probably continue this, or maybe even GTA Advance 3 since we unlocked Expert Mode. thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.